Hi everybody, welcome to Dooley's Crochet, aka Julia, and today's episode is Whip It Wednesday, and that episode is what I'm working on, that I've been working on through the week and the weekend and everything. But before I get into that, I'm going to read a devotional, and then I will show you what I started. It says, The Truth and the Consequences. David said to Nathan, the Lord, the God of Israel, says, Why do you despise the word of the Lord by doing what is evil in his eyes? You struck down Uriah the Hittite with the sword of the Ammonites and took his wife to be your own. Then David said to Nathan, I have sinned against the Lord. 2 Samuel chapter 12, verses 7, 9, and 13. God's greatest commandments are to love him with all our heart, soul, and mind, and to love our neighbors as ourselves. Matthew chapter 22, verses 37 through 39. None of us can obey these commandments perfectly, and that reality cannot be ignored. Neither can the reality that failing to love our neighbors is failing to obey God's commandment to love them. Any sin we commit against another person is a sin we commit against God Himself, and that is a sobering truth. The God of Israel alluded to the truth using these chilling words to David, You despised me. 2 Samuel chapter 12, verse 10. The thing David had done displeased the Lord. 2 Samuel chapter 11, verse 27. And could not go unpunished. Jesus assumed that the spiritual consequences of our sin, we must deal with the temporal consequences of our own sin. Okay, the whip that I started is a nitwit. A knit whip. There we go. I got to looking what I needed for my Christmas presents, and I need 2 blankets. So, as you know, this is the month of blankets for things we're making Thursday. But, excuse me again, my cough's come back. But this one will probably take me longer than a month to do because it is knitting and I'm not very fast. I just learned, and I tried to knit for a long time, but the only way that I learned how to knit was using just another stitch. Connie's tutorial she did, and she went through it very slowly, and so I learned how to do it. So I've started this knit blanket. It's the knit stitch, and let's see, I cast it on 264 stitches. And it's just going to be like a little throw, but I'll put it up here where you can see the stitching. It's all wrinkled up, so I'm not going to be able to show you the whole thing, but it's kind of... I broke my longer cord for my interchangeable needles. Somehow it broke, so I'm having to use a little shorter cable here. So it bunches up a little bit, but I've got about an inch done. I did 14 rows yesterday, and today I started back on my Things We're Making Thursday blanket because I have to do that video tomorrow. And I need to read you the specs for my yarn. That's what I was forgetting. It's Care and Kindness. It's in that tomato color. And use a size 5mm knit needles and a 5mm hook. But I'm using a size 6 needle. I forgot to tell you. I'm using a size 6 needle, and I cast it on 264 stitches. And I think I have to do something like 540 rows. So that's the reason why I said I will just do this one for a whip, because it may take me to the end of the year to get it done because I've got other presents to do. But some of them I'm waiting because they're in the category of things we're making Thursday. Or I might start on them sooner. I don't know. So I think that's all I have for today. I'm looking around to see if I remember anything else. But I can't remember nothing at the moment. So, but like I said, if you want to really learn how to knit, go to Just Another Stitch. Her name is Connie. She's got a tutorial on there. She's got one for the knit stitch and a purl stitch. I can get it from hers, but I can't, for some reason, I can't get my hands to move right, so I can't do the purl stitch. So, I'm going to keep trying it. Maybe one day I'll get to it, so. But I hope everybody has an awesome day, and they get their crafting in, and they just have a really awesome day, and be kind to others, and be kind to yourself. And I will see you back tomorrow for things we're making Thursday.